good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's December 1st, and I am so excited. Positivity and motion coming at you tonight, where I share tips with you to help you kickstart into having a fantastic week. As the holiday season approaches us now, I'm excited to discuss the topic close to my heart. Minimalism during the holiday. I am so excited every year when the holiday season roll around. It is the most wonderful time of the year. For me, it's my favorite time of the year. We're going to be talking about minimalism tonight. Let me just give a brief explanation of what I think minimalism is and the concept and why I think it's so important, especially during the holiday season. So, what is minimalism? To me, it's all about simplifying your life, cutting out things in excess that aren't really necessary, in particular during the holiday season. It encourages us to focus on what truly matters. What truly matters. That we're not just connecting with the gift giving, materialistic stuff and getting overwhelmed with shopping and lists and decorating. It's more about prioritizing meaningful traditions and thoughtful gestures. Yeah. So embracing minimalist as an approach this season might be helpful to you because it can help reduce stress, certainly help you save some money, and find more joy in the little things that matter. So think about spending quality time with loved ones, participating in charitable acts, or creating a heartfelt homemade gift. And I have a little story about that too. Instead of just buying commercialized frenzy, just stay out of that. That's minimalism to me. Finding a peace within that says, versus what you may want me to do, this is what I feel I would like to do that will help me stay grounded, stay centered, and in a place in my life during this busy season, of course, where I am happy during the holiday seasons. During the holiday seasons. So, first, I want to cover morning routines and why it's important. I think it's important because it helps set the tone for your day and it can give you a positive set to that day versus jumping up. I've been through those days. Trust me, people. I am not trying to say that I am perfect. I have been through the days and times where I jumped up at the last minute trying to get ready for work in a frenzy, flying down the highway with 5 minutes to get to the office when I needed 25. But this holiday season, we're going to try to work on being more minimalistic in what we do. So we want to have a morning routine. And in that routine, I found what helps me is when I gently wake up. Just wake up. I allow my body to wake up slowly, taking a few minutes to stretch, even while I'm in bed, before I jump up running to start my day. That's the first thing I do. Just take a breather early morning and wake up gently. And then once I'm up, it's important to hydrate. You want to start by drinking water. This helps rehydrate your body after a night's rest. And don't forget that having proper rest is essential to everything. Unfortunately, I did not learn that till later in life that when our bodies are at rest, it's when it is rejuvenating and it can offset a lot of the traumas that we have when we get our proper rest. That's very important. So that's not part of this in the morning wake up, but it is very important. So you want to wake up gently, and once you wake up, you want to hydrate. You also want to take time for meditation or mindfulness. YouTube has a series, some that are as short as 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Depending upon how much time I have, that's what I do. But I do take time in the morning, 5 to 10 minutes, just to practice meditation and mindful breathing, where I focus on my breathing, which will help clear my head and help me center my thoughts. Meditation is very important. I've learned to do that. I think you will enjoy that too. I also engage in some light stretching. Now, some may do exercising, but for me, I do stretching to help ensure that my body is still flexible. Just a brief session. It's nothing lengthy. Some might call it some basic yoga steps, or a quick workout, whatever works for you, or just walking, just to get your body flowing and your blood flowing. You want to take time for breakfast. Now, I typically have meat for breakfast, but you could also have a nutritious breakfast that doesn't include meat. Could be a smoothie or oatmeal with berries, yogurt, fruit. All of those can provide nourishment to start the day, just to start the day. Now, after you've done those things, if you did not do it the night before, you want to plan your day. Now, I will say I stopped doing this step years ago because I was so strategic. I was A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I wanted to make sure that I got it all done in a day. But now I don't have to be and so regimented. Now I can relax and plan my day. So I can do it in the morning, but typically I do it for the week, like on Saturday or Sunday. But you want to take time and plan your day, just a few minutes to jot down a list. By having a list, it can help you to stay organized and focused on what you need to do. And then, of course, if you don't finish everything that day, you can move it over to the next day. But I really do try to keep my list now limited. But it is important that you have in your mind's view what you plan to do that particular day. If you also didn't the night before declutter your space, you want to spend a few minutes tidying up your immediate space. If you don't make your bed, you might want to consider starting making your bed in the morning, or organizing your things in your shelf in your bathroom or whatever, just to clear your mind and to be better productive. I've read many books that talk about clutter and how when we have clutter, typically our minds are cluttered. So you want to have a little organization in that time also. Find a little time just to organize. I found what works best for me. If I move something, I put it back where I got it from. That way you're not caught at the end of the week with a lot of unnecessary things out of place and you're feeling overwhelmed trying to get everything organized again. And you want to set an intention on what it is you want to accomplish. You want to think about it. You want to think how you feel throughout the day, setting a positive intention to guide your actions. You always want to be positive. Remember, positivity in motion. That's me. So, all of these things help you stay organized and keep you from being taxed at the end of the day or in the afternoon or in the morning before you go to work. You take time to do these things. And then you want to disconnect from technology. Now, this is a tough one. I picked up some bad habits with my cell phone, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of those things. But first thing in the morning, you want to keep your mind clear. So, if at all possible, you want to avoid social media as the first part of your morning. It helps reduce distractions, it helps you stay in the present. And then, last but not least, you want to enjoy a quiet moment. It feels so good sometimes if we allow ourselves time just to sit down and enjoy a cup of coffee or tea, reflecting on the gratitude and simply enjoying the moment before the day begins. So important. So we covered quite a few things there. But what we said, we want to wake up gently in the morning, then we want to hydrate. We want to do some simple meditation or mindfulness, and then we want to do some light stretching or exercise. Prepare a healthy breakfast, whatever that is for you, and organize and plan your day. You want to declutter your space, and you want to set intentions, purposeful on what you want to do for the day. Allow yourself to disconnect from technology in the morning and just enjoy a quiet moment. Enjoy a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Now, by incorporating these steps into your morning, it can truly help you feel more grounded and set a positive tone for the rest of your day. If for some reason you're not able to do that, it takes time to work up to these things. You're still frazzled. Take a deep breath in and out, and then go on about your day. Now, let's talk about simple holiday decor. Let me tell you, I grew up in a family of 10 brothers and sisters, counting myself. And the holiday was a serious time. And do I need to tell you that a lot of times we stayed up all night wrapping gifts, putting toys together, baking and cooking Christmas Eve, which was all fun, and I have some great memories. But that's not how I choose to spend my Christmas time now. What I like to do now is organize by the day, by the week, whatever works for you, because it's all about you, so that I can remain calm and relaxed during this festive season. That is my favorite time of the year. So, you can simplify your holiday decorations. You can make this process less stressful and more enjoyable. And we are going to cover some tips on that. Now, for those of you with children or who have children coming by, your own, or neighbors, grandkids, cousins, nieces, and nephews, children are not like adults. Children enjoy the time and the activity. It doesn't matter if they're banging two pots together, they're going to enjoy that. So, a lot of the things that we do and that we decide to organize, a lot of times they can be eliminated. They're not important. When we're talking about minimalism, we're talking about people connecting, especially during this time of the year, not being so focused on the gift itself, but the people involved. So, how can you simplify your holiday decorations? Number one, you can start by choosing a color palette. Whatever it might be, you can pick complementary colors to focus on, whatever you like. Christmas is what it is to each person. And you may not even celebrate Christmas. You may celebrate another holiday, the same thing. You would want to do a complementary set of color palettes. You could do red and gold, silver and blue. You could do whatever you want to do. But it's important that you limit the color choices so you can have a creative, elegant look without overwhelming your space. Because remember, we're talking about minimalizing. So you don't want a hodgepodge of everything, although you could have that. You just don't want a lot. You want to keep it nice, festive, and something that'll make you smile, that'll make you happy. You could use natural elements. You could incorporate things from nature, pine cones. If you live in an area where they have holly or evergreen branches, these can be centerpieces and garland, that can stand alone to the decor that's effortless and that can bring a touch of the season indoors. Here in Florida, we have citrus here. You can make a nice wreath out of citrus. You can. Because to me, when I think about minimalism, it's about what makes me happy, what's important to me. Of course, if you're having guests over, you want it to appeal. It's nice for someone to say, oh, that centerpiece looks nice, or whatever. But you still want it to be about you. So you want to limit the display. Instead of cluttering surfaces with numerous decorations, choose a few key pieces to highlight. For example, you could use a single beautiful wreath on your front door or a striking centerpiece on your dining table. It doesn't have to be a wreath on the front door and plants around the wreaths and things all down the patio. If that's what flicks your bick, that's okay, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. And what I found earlier on for me, I would spend so much time on the decorating and the cooking that when the event came, I really couldn't even enjoy the event because I was still either cooking or organizing versus being able to relax and enjoy myself. And you want to enjoy the people that you have over. You want to enjoy your family. And remember, the children are learning from you. I learned and did for many years to still stay up all night cooking and wrapping gifts and going way over until I decided that I no longer wanted to do that, that I would be better off being more minimal and being calm and collected during the events that I can enjoy them myself. Don't forget also about do it yourself projects. There are so many out there, and some of them are very easy. You can create easy homemade decor. You can paint mason jars or simple snowflakes, paper snowflakes. Kids always love that. Just something quick that make you smile again and add a personal touch to your already decor. So don't be afraid to do it yourself projects. Also, I have given do it yourself gifts. I used to like to bake. I would bake cookies or cakes or whatever, and I would share those. I would caution you in that because some people who are not minimalistic, they may not understand that what you have made is personal for them. Some people I recall were offended that I made things for them instead of buying some elaborate gift. But I explained to them that when I thought about you, this is what I wanted to do. And this year, I am not being elaborate. I'm doing what I want that makes me happy, that I hope will make you happy. And remember, nothing you can do can make someone happy. You can buy the most expensive gift, and then you'll still have someone say, well, why did you get this? Why didn't you get that? So that's why I say it's so important that we are mindful and we think about what it is that we want to do. And then, of course, you can look around and repurpose things that you already have, everyday items that you have. You can find items that you can repurpose for Christmas or any holiday. For example, a cozy blanket can double as a throw on your sofa, adding warmth and holiday spirit. All of these things matter. You can have a bowl that you might use for Valentine that's red or green or whatever your color scheme is. Because remember, you should pick a color scheme and just repurpose everyday items. And this can save money because a lot of times the holidays can be quite expensive. You just want to keep things minimal. You want to embrace minimalism and approach it by reducing the amount of decorations, the decor that you use. With a few strategic placemats here and there, you can have a significant view of your escape that you've made. Just get creative. You would be amazed at what would come to mind. And you can also ask your children, what should we do with the table this year? Kids are wonderful with ideas on things to do. And don't forget about lighting. Lighting is very important as well. You can use fairy lights or candles to create a warm and inviting atmosphere. And soft lighting can enhance the overall mood without really really requiring a lot of excessive decorations. Now, these are just a few things. I encourage you to, there's Pinterest, there's YouTube, there's Google, there's all kind of places where you can go for making do-it-yourself decorations for your home as well as for gift giving ideas. Adopt some of those, and these strategies can help you unclutter and stay focused and in the end game during this holiday season. Okay? Now, during this time also, it's important that we have mindful activities, holiday activities, things that we can do. Remember, I'm talking about being a minimalist. So that's what these strategies are. Holiday activities could be taking a nature walk or going on a hike. You can even do this with the whole family or with your friends or partner. Go out looking for your own pine cones that you'll use when you decorate. Being a minimalist. You could host a potluck, a potluck dinner where everyone brings something, which helps reduce food waste also. And don't be ashamed or afraid to invite someone in your home. I know a lot of times we are. We don't think that our home or our apartment or our space is up to par. But it is. People enjoy your company. You use what you have until you can do better if that's where you are. But don't be ashamed to invite friends and family in. Spend quality time with them. Spend quality time with your family instead of exchanging expensive gifts. And this is a good one also. I have had to say growing up, after I was grown and on my own and trying to make it, I'm not giving gifts this year. My budget will not accommodate expensive gifts this year. And I made it known that I was not going to be exchanging excessive gifts. That was my right. Please do not go out and charge up your card, go into a lot of unnecessary debt with excessive gift exchanging. No, because when that month roll around, it's going to be time to pay. For me, I remember the reason for the season of Christmas, and for me, it's Christ. Although we don't know when he was actually born, I celebrate it because he was born. And everything else is just extra. So please be cautious about going out and spending a lot of money on gifts. You could even have, like I said, the potluck, the gathering, and that can be your gift for this year. Invite your friends over. This is my gift this year. I'm inviting you all over for desserts. It doesn't even have to be a full meal. For dessert, for just some wine and cheese, whatever it is, don't go into a lot of unnecessary debt. Christmas is one day, one day. And I remember a message that I heard from a lady. She was cautioning, and this time I had a family with children, and the budget was very tight. Actually, it was zero. And she said, Christmas is just one day. One day. Just get through that day. And I tell you, when she said it, a light went off. And I had so much for my children to do, activities and games and things that didn't cost a whole lot of money. And they got the one thing that was important to them. And it's important, too, that we try to educate our children. It's not going to always be 100% every year. Every year can be different. They need to understand how to pull back, how to reframe, how to be minimalist, and how to still be able to enjoy themselves. And finally, I would like to say you want to just wrap up the day every day, reflecting on the activities that you've done, and I encourage you all just to think about the holiday season differently. Think about the holiday season differently. Now, what I'm going to challenge you all to do I'm looking for topics, so I make sure that I'm covering the things that is interesting to you all. And this month, I have decided that I'm going to do a YouTube challenge, and I'm going to come on more. And while I'm coming on, I want to cover the things that are important to you. So I encourage you to put comments in the comment section and give me feedback on what it is that you would like to see me cover. Put it in there. You don't know if I'll cover it or not, but I can almost guarantee you I will. So, affirmations regarding a minimalistic holiday season. I embrace simplicity and focus on what truly matters this holiday season. I embrace simplicity and focus on what truly matters this holiday season. I find joy in meaningful connections rather than material gifts. I find joy in meaningful connections rather than material gifts. I create space for relaxation and mindfulness amidst the festivities. I create space for relaxation and mindfulness amidst the festivities. I celebrate the season with gratitude and intentional choices. I celebrate the season with gratitude and intentional choices. I let go of the excess and welcome peace in my holiday celebrations. I let go of the excess and welcome peace in my holiday celebrations. How do you have a minimalized holiday and still have a wonderful time? You put priority in what brings peace, relaxation, and joy to you. I want to say I'm excited to be here this December 1st. I'm looking forward to coming in, sharing more with you this month. I hope that you will find time to pop in and hear what I have to share. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you wake up every day knowing that you matter. There's only one you. Find your purpose and get on it. Positivity in Motion signing out. And I hope you like my cute poinsettias over here today. Bye bye.